Okay, good afternoon. My name is John Matthews, and I'm here at Spirit River, and I am going to tie a swamp rat intruder. This is one of Bill Black's new products. It's UV enhanced, UV2 enhanced. This is the kind of body material we're going to use, but this is the label you want to look for at the local fly shops. It's called UV2, and it's UV2 enhanced material. It's got the UV fluorescent and the UVR ultraviolet enhanced material dye additives to it, so it's really good stuff. Try it out. Okay, this is what the finished fly looks like. Now we're going to tie one. I'll take this one out of the vise, and I have pre-tied up the hook and the intruder hook set up. I'll just put that right in the vise like that and hook it up. Now this trailer hook, I like to put it right up underneath there, stay it out of the way to keep you from getting your hands hooked up in it. I'm going to use a white thread to start with, connect that to the hook, overlap it. Now my intruder hook, to backtrack a little bit, is it's 7-strand coated wire. I'm using a junk hook up here in the front. It doesn't have to be anything fancy because we're going to clip that off anyway. So what I've done is I've lashed that wire to it, brought it up around the eye and back, wrapped it down, lashed it down real good, and put some super glue on it, let it dry. The way I've done this, you'll break that hook before that hook will pull out. And if you're up in British Columbia somewhere and get onto a 35-pound steelhead, if you're lucky enough, you don't want this hook to break, you know? So at any rate, we'll get started here. We've got our hook on here, and we're going to take a couple strands of, there again, UV enhanced bucktail. It's got the same stuff as the UV2, same thing. And I'm going to cut a few strands. Kind of get the short stuff out. And I want this bucktail to go past the trailer hook. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to wrap it to one side and give it a little bit of a roll there. Let's do another little patch. This time we'll put it on this side, like this. Snip it off and do the same thing. Okay, that should be great right there. Then we're going to add a little flash here. In this case, it happens to be some Mirror Bright, also available at Spirit River. What I do is I usually go halfway and up underneath and just kind of give a little snip there and here and there. Okay, got that. Got a little flash, got a little tail back there. We're doing this in pink, so a person could say that this is a kind of like a shrimp. Now I've got this is a swamp rat right here material. It's on a strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the material facing towards the back. Cut that at an angle. Tie it on this side, fur up, or the hide up, and the fur in the back. And I'm just going to make a couple of 3 wraps, like that. Another wrap. Let's do another one. or a half a wrap. That should be about enough right there. And tie it down real good. Snip it off. Bend the fibers back. And take one of Bill's Velcro strip coffee stirrer. Just kind of comb it back a bit. Anything might be loose out of there. Just like that. Now, I'm going to wrap a body on there. I'm going to use a dubbing loop, and I'm going to use the UV2 enhanced dubbing. Okay, now we're going to just wrap this on like this. That's what these rotary vices are good for. And we got a nice little body there. And we're going to go back of it and just kind of snip that off. There we go. Now we'll take the Velcro tweezer again. Just kind of comb that out a bit. Make it nice and spiky. And now we're going to go with some more flesh. There we go, like that. Here we go. Up underneath. On both sides. Like that. Again, cut it off. There we go. Now, another batch of swamp rat. UV enhanced swamp rat. Tie it in, skin on top, fur towards the back. And a couple wraps, about all we need up front here. I see this thing beginning to take shape. Like that. And again, we'll comb it out a little bit. Now it's got all this flesh it's going to get. It's also got all of the swamp rat. But you see how full that is? And then if you want to, the Amherst tail feathers also offered here by Spirit River. And I do believe that they are UV enhanced also, aren't they? Are they not? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Not sure.
We're going to tie in a few.
Actually.
Huh?
I don't think we do them yet, actually.
You don't? Okay. Well, we've got plenty of material on there that's already UV enhanced. And I just take a few of these as strands. I'm just going to sprinkle them around all the way around. Like that. And just kind of comb those out. You can actually do that later, but and now, you know, some Big Eye Guinea also offered here at Spirit River. And I've taken it and I've trimmed one end off, or you can fold it. I just like it this way though, because I don't want a whole lot of material in the front as a collar. Cut that, tie it in by the tip again. With the hackle fibers forcing back towards the back of the fly, grab it by the stem, and as I'm putting a collar on, I'm folding the hackles back like this. Just like that. Cut that stem off. Kind of roll it a little bit to kind of seat it. And use the Velcro to kind of separate the hackle fibers. Make a nice neat collar there. And then you take your white thread and you can tie it off. And if you really want to get catty about this whole thing, sometimes you can add a fluorescent orange head, which looks good with the pink. So I'm just going to tie some 6/0 fluorescent orange and just make a small head there of the orange and tie it off. And you can put a drop of super glue or just maybe very, very little. This will go a long ways, I assure you. You got to be careful super glue because if you put too much on it, it'll travel all the way through the fly. You just need a drop. That's enough right there. Because you're going to put your regular head cement, but this will kind of secure everything down. Now the last thing we have to do, have we got it? We do. A pair of pliers here, and I'm going to take the fly out of the vise, and I am going to try to snip that off. It did. And that's a nice little sparse intruder fly. Swamp rat intruder. Easy to tie, not a whole lot time consuming, and works really, really good. Thank you.